Welcome back to a new video. So we went forward a little bit in the free agency. We're basically at free agent filing right now, just to see what potential free agents are obviously available, but the international ones are sometimes the most interesting one. Third baseman that is a 4-star. He's 33, so pretty old. 35. Good hitting stats though. So everything is really high on this person, so don't really want to offer him 7 years. Because he's 33, I want to offer 4, and then we'll give him a player option for that, and see what happens as far as that goes. And we'll see in the trading block if there's anyone that's particularly interesting. So elbow inflammation. So we'll see what they want for him. A 3-star second baseman that we just got from Milwaukee, or Colson. He is signed through this year, so we're it would kind of fill the need. We'll see though. So we have other potential. So we have like Zach Wheeler, ruptured UCL. We'll trade for him. He does not want to be traded. His elbow exploded, but he still doesn't want to be traded. That's kind of hilarious. So there's no one else particular that's that interesting. So we're going to go ahead and try to trade for him. We're going to see if there's anyone that we don't really want. Let's see. Is he the first baseman? So I believe he's that guy who had 4 stars as a first baseman. 4-star potential, I should say, as a second baseman. So we do have some people that we could potentially look to deal with him. We're going to set his game strategy and take that starting pitching off while we're sitting here. And Josh Hader was pretty decent. Angel Martinez was pretty okay. 241, 231 the year before. He's still 2 stars, so we're going to go ahead and throw him at this trade. Obviously they're not going to accept it as it is. Then we have Ben Rice here, so we'll throw him on there. So they still want this person, so they're not really interested in either one of those players, to be honest. So we'll look at prospect, see if there's anyone. Our prospect pool is really bad right now. We're going to go to AAA and see if there's just anyone that, say like this guy. So they just want too much, frankly. So what we will do is, honestly, I'm not that opposed to that trade, because if we just look at our potential, I don't really want to go away from this screen, but let's just look down to see what we have. So Tyler Black, that could be second baseman, first baseman. We also have Wilford here, that's third base, first base as well. And then if we continue to move down, we have a second baseman with 2 stars, not great. Then we have 2-star, 2-star. So it's not a great trade necessarily, but for that pitcher, I think it's too risky for the elbow inflammation trying to do that. It would be really nice to have a really solid pitcher like that. But it's just a little bit too risky. And then all these guys, like his bone chips, that's 4 months. So just a little bit too expensive for us, which, it is what it is with that sort of thing. Chris Martin is a giant. But that's all right. We can try to find someone in the free agency. So we'll look at the international free agents. I believe there was one. So he was 35, so he was pretty old. The third baseman, he was pretty interesting. He plays everything though, so that could be a really interesting person where we could put him at second base or something. But there's no one else, so we'll look at the trade from Los Angeles. They want good players for a bad one, so not a good trade. Let's go to the free agency file and see if there's anyone that's particularly interesting. We have a 27-year-old left-handed pitcher, but he's a relief pitcher. So let's just look at the free agent filings in general and see what's available there. So we have Bieber, He's fragile. Don't necessarily want that to deal with that, but we'll see what he would want. So $16 million for 6 years. I'd be interested for him for 3 years. So even though he's fragile, 3 years for $16 million, I feel like that's a pretty reasonable thing to offer. And then elbow inflammation. So he's also a free agent, $15 million a year. He's 30, same kind of thing. I say 4 years. We don't have enough money for it. Rather unfortunate. But if we are able to get Shane Bieber, that would be pretty nice. Let's look here at a roster and our salaries to see if there's anyone making a ridiculous amount of money that we need to get rid of. Josh Hader is definitely in that category. So we're going to see if we can just trade him, for 2.5 stars, $19 million a year. That's just way too expensive. We'll go to multiplayer trade. So we might just be kind of stuck with him for the year, which, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. So we'll move forward a little bit and see if there's anything else interesting that we're able to get. I really want this player, but I just really don't want to. Yeah. I think that we don't have enough money to make that trade anymore. We could have honestly made that trade for that player and then signed the third baseman, but I don't know if we would have had enough money. I would love to sign you. Let's see. So Shane Bieber could be ours. We just don't have enough money for you, buddy. So let's see what we can do as far as the front office goes. So we're here. Let's drop the development or scouting budget to 10 million. And then we can drop this to 15. So risky, and we're gonna raise this to 55 because we're trying to get good players for y'all. So you're paying more for tickets. So he wants to talk more. So let's offer him a contract. We're gonna say 4 years, and we actually have money left. For 4 years, I'm gonna say 5. Okay. So that could get us 2 good pitchers, which would kind of solve that problem that we are trying to solve with our trade. And so we're not really worried about trying to get any of these older pitchers. It wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing in the world, but we'll see what they want for someone like this. Yeah, they don't have anyone that they're interested in, which is okay. We're getting some good players, and I feel like we're making some positive moves. They're expensive, but what we could potentially do is see how well we're doing all the way to the All-Star break. All right. I'm insulted by Doki Murayami. We need you, buddy. Do we have money for you? We'll see if we can get him. I think he would be a really nice piece for us. So we signed Shane Bieber. That's actually kind of big. So our pitching is, we kind of replaced the pitcher that we had there. I'm not really that worried about signing you. So, I mean, you went 8-13 last year. I'll give a modified version a look if you can look at it in line with the Texas spec. So for 17, I still only want to do 4 years. All right, I just don't want you that bad. So let's see if we'll offer 30 million's a lot. That's a lot, but it's a player that we could use. 36 is still a lot. Let's say 3 years. Oh, you said 38. Okay, he's driving a hard bargain. He's driving a very hard bargain. Yeah, like honestly, that's just too much. That's just too much money. Let's see. Like for what, 5 years? He's 36. We'll go ahead and offer him instead, because the third baseman, like $43 million, like that's way too much. And like I would like to have him, but I would like to also have other players on my team. If we were the Yankees or something, we could offer him a big contract like that and be okay, but unfortunately, we're not able to do something like that as a smaller market team. If we want to have other players, we could get him and then have nobody else. Have a bunch of 1-stars on our team. I'm getting sick of these negotiations. Okay, well, you better figure it out, Sandy, because I'm getting upset at you. I've offered you so much money. So much money. Let's see if we can get him. I do not want a center fielder. I just don't want him. It's funny when the game recognizes that you like have a deficit, even though like I can have Quan play in center field. All right, so we have tremendous pitching now. So let's look at our 40-man. Here. So we did a fantastic job replacing Bieber. So now we have, Sonny Gray. Now we have Bieber headlining our lineup, followed by Pablo Lopez. And then we have Sandy Alcantara. And then we have Gavin, who kind of sucked last year, to be frank, 3-15. That's pretty hilariously bad. But then we have Cade Povich, that is pretty good. And then last year, so honestly, kind of happy with our lineup, but I kind of want to put Noah Schultz in. Like, kind of almost feel he's still 2.5 stars. So it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of another. But we still have some pretty good bullpen arms. Honestly, I kind of like our team. I'm pretty happy with our team right now. So let's move forward and just get to the preseason. Oh, these are there. We're gonna go ahead and offer, try to claim it. Oh, that person's kind of nuts. Why is he Arizona? All right, so we actually will trade for him if Arizona's actually able to get him above us. Guy's actually kind of a 23-year-old 2.5-star prospect. Is that oh yeah, they claimed our pitcher. Oh no, our 2-star pitcher. Let's see if we are able to get that 2.5-star 23-year-old. It's not showing anything for us. Nationals moved to Jacksonville. That's pretty funny. Preseason. All right, so we're in the preseason now, and so we'll check the trading block again. I don't think there's going to be anyone that they. So yeah, just a ridiculous trade. Just a ridiculous trade. Let's see Logan Webb. No, can't hurt. Can't hurt to see. You never know if they're really raring to get rid of someone. So no one that's really that interesting. It's really worth the trade for us. So then we'll look down here. Our pitching's solid. Our lineup, we'll let the AI do it for now. And that puts a crappy center fielder in. I really hate how it does that. Tyler Black. Honestly, I'm really happy with that trade. That was a good one for us. He's a, that kind of utility type player for us too, which is always really nice to be able to have. All right, so Manzardo can be in the outfield. And then who is not playing? Absolutely horrendous player. So we'll go ahead and make Ben Rice our DH. and our Yanner Diaz, our main catcher. Still batted under 200 last year, but he is kind of one of the better players that we have. Wilford's there. So we'll move forward a little bit and get into the start of spring training. Good little routine that we are developing with our team. Getting a little cold in the house. I think I turned down the heat because I went out for a little bit to kind of fix my car and then drive it around a little bit to see how well it is functioning together. But we are okay right now. All right. Pretty close to it. No more coffee in here. I believe we have some more out in the coffee pot. Ooh, our payment posted. What did my payment post at? Yikes. Stuff costs money. Yeah, hate to see it. Yeah, hate to see it. Let's see. All right, so we are close to the preseason. I'm happy with our budgets. We were able to kind of take some off our scouting and our development budget to kind of invest in this current season. Pretty big investment. A little risky, I suppose, but we got such a good bullpen that I don't know if Schultz is out for 7 months. That's really unfortunate. All right, we're just gonna ask the AI set up everything, but we are at spring training right now, so we still have a good pitching lineup for the most part. I don't know why Aaron Ashby with 40 stamina is starting pitcher, but we're not going to question it. We're looking at the lineups. Where's our DH? He's Wilford. Then where is... so that changed everything. Honestly, I'm not worried about the spring training with that. They can kind of do whatever, but making some good moves. So pretty happy. Although that's a pretty devastating thing. He's going to be out for the season with that kind of thing. So you hate to see that. But it is what it is. We're going to move forward. Spring training next and some of the regular season. But if you made it to this point or to any point of the video, I appreciate it. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. Have a great one. Peace.